Alright, what's up? I'm Dave, SaxPedalGuy here, and we are talking preamplifiers, or ways to get a microphone to play with pedal effects. Because that's what I like, pedal effects, and that's what I play, saxophone. So, using a microphone is how we do it. Here I just have an SM57 and a mic cable, and we're going to look at some adapters that are going to be necessary for some of these things to work. But right now I've got 5 options lined up here. Let's take a look.
Okay, hello. First we are up with the Mackie Mix5 small mixer. Now you can see it's small for a mixer, but it's not that small for like your standard Boss pedal, right? So if you're going to put this on a pedal board, it's going to take up a lot of space. But, you know, I've seen people maybe put these on a little stand next to them so they can reach and fiddle with their hands. And then they just feed this cable through their pedal board. That works. So let's look at some of these knobs. We have our microphone in right here. Microphone in. Then we have microphone gain, high EQ, low EQ, pan if you're doing a stereo setup. Nothing, all the volume, right? You can pan between left and right, but we only have one output, so that's not going to do much. And then channel level, we have a couple more stereo channels if you want to put a tape player or whatever. Play along with your Jamie Aebersold cassettes. And a headphone output, which is kind of nice. You can monitor yourself, hear yourself with just a pair of headphones plugged into this thing. So anyways, let's look at some things. High EQ, we can raise our high end or cut our high end, sound underwater or sparkly, very clear. Shh. And similarly, we can do a low cut or a low boost, get boomy. Ba-ba-boom. So then the level gain and the main mix gain, I'm going to turn the mic gain all the way down, turn these all the way up. These are clean gains. They can say plus 10 on each of them, so probably about plus 10 dB above unity, but you know, microphone at unity. A microphone at unity, as you can see, there isn't very much. So we have microphone gain. Get our microphone up. Then we don't need to be so extreme with these levels. However, I did notice that you can overdrive this a little bit. Also kind of fun. You crank that gain, but cut your other levels so you're not feeding back. You can see this red light. We can clip our main channel. You get more of an overdrivey buzz tone out of this thing, so that's kind of cool. A little versatility there. Big package. One thing, though, I'd like to point out, another thing I'd like to point out, aside from being large, this unit takes an 18-volt center positive power connector, which is, you know, some fancy power supplies for your pedal board might provide that with an adapter cable to switch the polarity, but it's not your typical pedal power supply, so it's not going to, you know, you're probably going to have to power this off the wall wart. All right, next thing. All right, we are back now with the Rolls Mini Mic Preamp. So, as you can see, I've got some Velcro on here because I mounted it under my pedal board, up like that, but with a few Velcro straps going across the top. As you can also see, there's very few controls. There is a gain knob, and there is a phantom power button, which this is, make sure you read the instructions. I'm pretty sure this is just a 24-volt phantom power, so it's not going to work on your 48-volt studio condenser mics, but if you have a clip-on type condenser mic, it might just be fine for that. The power in can be DC 9 to 15 volts, plus or minus. It comes with a 15-volt power supply adapter. Right now, though, it is running on just your average little, where's it at? 1 spot. So that's standard pedal power right there. I have noticed if you want to really, really crank your gain all the way up, then you will want the 15 volts. But right now I'm talking into good old SM57, and my gain is almost all the way down. Yes, this has a 6 dB minimum gain, 50 dB max. I don't think you'll probably need to put it much past there. But let's just show you what that sounds like, because there's not a lot of knobs to twist on this. All right, I'm back with the Rolls Mini Mic Pre and the amplifier turned down so that we can explore the high end of this. Right now, the 15 volt power supply that came with it is plugged in, and we can see the signal clips before we get any really noticeable sounding distortion or overdrive tone, so that's good. That means we are getting clean gain. And if we don't clip the signal, if I move my mouth away from the mic, it's pretty nice. Not a lot of noise. But if we switch back to the one spot, hold on. All right, we are back. We have put the one spot. So now we're just 9 volt power, and with the amp still low for volume protection. We clip much later. I think we're getting probably just less gain at this point. But maybe there's a little more of an overdrive sound. What do you guys think? And moving my mouth away. So, you know, maybe my ears with the direct recording will tell me something different, but just listening in the room, I think that the 15 volt power supply gives a little cleaner, higher gain sound. But like I said, you don't probably really need that. I'm just going to slap this under my board, plug my microphone in, probably never touch the gain knob once I find out, you know, the place where it gives a good signal to my pedals without clipping. All right, on to the next thing. All right, we are back now with the Eventide mixing link. Now, forgot to talk price on the last couple of pedals. Both the Rolls Mini Mic Preamp and the Mackie Mix5, you know, well under $100. The Rolls comes in around 50, and I believe the mixer comes in around 60 to 70. So, you know, a pretty inexpensive way to get started. But what we have here with Eventide Mixing Link is a little pricier. It's more like a $300 investment here, but you get to do some more cool stuff. So let's go over some of that now. First of all, like you would expect, there is a mic in and an amp out, as all the pedals we are looking at today have, more or less, but this one has, well, not only does it take your standard 9 volt pedal power, it does 48 volt phantom power, so you could do any studio condenser off of this. It has a ground lift button if you are getting some sort of buzz. My power's clean. It has a DI line out, which I've used before. Works great. Has a mic line in, has an instrument in, so you can actually plug your microphone or guitar in here and your other guitar in here. Or, you know, I'll do my saxophone mic in here and my EWI in here sometimes, just so I have 2 instruments going in. Kind of an A-B box here, but they're both always on. Then we have an effects loop as well. So right now, if the effects are off, but if I turn on my octave pedal, you still don't hear it until I turn on the effects loop. Now there we go. So effects loop activates this loop of effects, which, you know, I put all my effects in there. This octave pedal is just to show you what that does. And it has 2 modes. It has a hold mode, where now it's on, or, well, a latch mode. This is a latch mode where it's either off or on, and you just press the button once to toggle between the two. And then there's a hold mode where it is only on when you hold it down. So you can go doo 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 doo. you know, do some octave effects or dee doo 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 doo. Cool things like that. Now we also have options for what this knob does. Really quick, this is the input gain knob. I can adjust my input gain there. So try to keep that red light off. That's when your input is clipping. And then there is the output gain knob. This is the output gain knob. So all the way down, you can't hear me. La. So more than enough gain between those two knobs. And if you want to really get down to quiet fine-tuning things, there's a 20 dB pad here. So this knob has double the range with the use of that button. But this knob controls the mix of your dry and effects when your effects are on, obviously. So when no effects are on, your dry signal just goes input gain, output gain, done. So 2 gain stages for that. But when your mix comes in with your effects loop, you have 3 options. Dry, full signal, plus this controls your effects level. Here we have no effect, and here we have an equal blend of effect and dry signal all the way up. There's the mix mode. Now it is 100% effect, 100% dry sound, and somewhere right in the middle, effect and dry sound. So you can balance it that way. And then there is the FX only mode. So I'm going to turn off the octave pedal so you can hear what I'm saying. But this is the FX only mode. If I turn this all the way down, there's no sound. If I turn it, you know, up, I just have whatever's coming through my effects. So I usually use the mix somewhere near the middle. Might tweak that a little bit to the left or right if I'm soloing over a loop or something. But otherwise, you get all of that in a pedal board friendly size. You know, it's, again, a little bigger than a Boss pedal, but it does so many cool things, has so many inputs and outputs, it has to be a little bigger. Oh, and over here, really quick side note, there's an aux input. You can put your or your phone play backing tracks through there. And there's also a headphone output, so you can monitor yourself with this pedal post effects. So if you want to hear what all your effects are sounding like in your ear, which you probably do, so you can make the proper adjustments, then this pedal has a solution for you. How cool is that? All right, Eventide mixing link. Now we're going to leave the realm of preamps and preamp pedals into just pedals and seeing how we can make that work. Ready?
All right, so here we have now an actual Boss EQ pedal, which, you know, you look at it, what's this? Level? Does it start in the middle? Is that unity? Down and up some amount? Well, yes. Yes, that is. This pedal has an amplifier of some sort of circuit inside it, and we can take advantage of that. Now, we can do it one of 2 ways, and one way I think is better if you're coming straight off a mic, but this is a cable I made combining a microphone cable and a TS jack, and this will work. This will take the signal from the microphone and put it into the Boss pedal, you know, once we give the Boss pedal some power, and we will have a preamplified signal. Of course, not when the pedal's off, but when the pedal's on, we can get that little boost there. And, you know, if we put
all of these up, we can get a decent boost. And, you know, this is cool. You can EQ your sound before you play. Maybe you want to cut some low end. Maybe you want to cut some high end. Maybe you want to sound, you know, you just pick your favorite register and give that a boost. So this is a cool pedal to have at the front of your chain, but you'll notice we're maxed out on the level and we're not as loud as we've been with the other options for putting our mic onto our pedal board. So what can we do about that?
back to basics. So what we can use instead of a homemade pedal or straight TS to XLR adapter is this, a line matching transformer. I have one by Shure, but there are ones by Audio-Technica.
other brands. Now, when we put this on, this is just a transformer. It's a passive component. There's no power that needs to go to this, but the transformer and the way transformers work adds a lot of impedance to the output of the otherwise low impedance microphone, which is good. We want high, well, we want high enough output impedance. So anyways, you'll notice now that I'm talking quietly because this level slider has a much more dramatic effect now that we are not losing signal to impedance mismatching. So there, that's a pretty clean boosted signal with a standard Boss pedal. And of course we can futz with the EQ bits too and make weird sounds like I'm underwater or, I don't know, far away. You can have fun. Make shapes. Shapes equals sounds. Right? Totally right. Dave. But it doesn't have to be a Boss EQ pedal to do this. I've seen EQ pedals as low as maybe $30. If you get some of these Chinese brands that should do the same thing. Just make sure they have an overall level slider in addition to all their nice frequency band adjustments. And you should be able to have a cool working, inexpensive option in the form of an actual pedal at the start of your Pedalboard saxophone pedal chain. And now if the Boss is too big for you, one more option to look at is a small boost pedal. Let's plug this guy in, see how it sounds. Here we go. So like the Boss pedal, this pedal doesn't do anything unless it's on. But once it's on, we have some cool adjustments. We have the tone knob, which is usually a higher EQ kind of gain and cut, actually very much like our single channel strip on the Mackie Mix5. We also have a bass boost or cut knob, just like the channel strip. We have a gain knob, which gives us, color fuzz. This is guitar players will actually use for the overdriviness of it. As opposed to if we turn that down and just use the level. So maybe you like a little dirt in your tone and you want your gain to be there, but if you want just a clean boost, turn the level all the way up, turn the gain all the way down, and there you have it. We have a clean boost, which again is better off with the transformer than the straight adapter or homemade cable situation. But yes, we don't just have a clean boost, we have tone knobs, and we have it in a tiny package, and this tiny package is about $25 last I checked, and it's pretty tough, pretty rugged. Uses standard pedal power supply. You can even maybe fit it underneath your board if you have a larger board and save some space on top that way, since it's going to be always on and probably mostly in the same setting. Like I said, unless you want to introduce a little of that dirt. Anyways, that makes this a very affordable, functional entry into pedal preamps. Just be sure to pair it with a microphone transformer there. And I'll show you a couple other things. First of all, you might notice that's not the best strain positioning for, having this heavy mic adapter, XLR adapter, hanging off of this heavy transformer, hanging off of a pedal. That's not the best thing for your jacks. So you can do something like this.
You can take a female-to-female TS or TRS adapter. You can put this part anywhere on your pedal board you want. I usually strap it down with some wire ties.
And then you can plug into your pedal with a nice flexible cable. Strain relieved. Oh, such a load off. All right. So there we have options. Once again, quick review. Small boost pedal with a impedance matching transformer or EQ pedal with impedance matching transformer. Both fun options. We have, I better not have lost this. We have the Granddaddy Eventide mixing link built expressly for this purpose. And there's a couple other brands that do things like the mixing link. I know there is the Voco Loco by Radial Engineering, I believe. Also almost a $300 pedal. And I forget the brand, but I just saw a video of some French company that makes a, normal pedal size thing that takes a microphone. But it was kind of expensive too. It was like $200. Anyways, after the mixing link, we have just a mini mic preamp dedicated, not expensive, and then we have a small mixer. So, yeah, good selection of options out there. Which one do you like best? Let me know in the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe for more pedal insights, especially reviews with a horn. We deserve some more attention in this department, I believe, and I'm going to get it with your help. All right. This is Sax Pedal Guy Dave saying thanks for joining me, all you saxy pedal people out there. We'll see you later. This is the end of the show.